Okay, today we're talking about the surface area of prisms. How to find the surface area of, in our case, we're gonna do rectangular prisms. So when I talk about rectangular prisms, and this is gonna sound a little strange, I kind of think of them as like fish tanks, okay, or boxes, right? I mean, that's what they are, but I will kind of always talk about them in that context. So when we're finding the surface area, all that is the area of all the surfaces. Okay, so we can start by, I will call this like the front and the back. Okay, so we have the front of our fish tank or box or whatever it is, and the back. We can agree that those are the same sizes, right? If I were to measure this and this, they're the same. And they have a length of 5 and a height of 6. So 5 times 6 is 30. And then, how many of them do I have? Times 2. So the front and the back have a total area of 60 units. Okay, then I'm going to do the left, which is that side over there, and the right-hand side. Okay, so this side and this side right here. So I have the left and the right. So look at the dimensions. It's 9 across and it's 6 tall. 9 times 6 is 54. So this side is 54, the right side and the left. So 54 times 2 is 108. Okay, and then the last, what's left? What do I have to find? The bottom and the top. This is like a hot mess looking thing now, but we have the top and the bottom. Okay, and what are the dimensions of each of those? 5 across, 9 tall, right? Length and width, 5 and 9. So that's 45. There's 2 of them, so that's 90. So now when I'm trying to find my total surface area, I'm going to add those together. So I have the front and the back were 60, the top and the bottom were 108, the left and the right were 90. So all together, I have 258 centimeters squared. Okay, let's try this middle one. Whoa. Move my coaster. There we go. Okay, so let's look at number 2. So I'm going to kind of set them up the same. We have the front and the back. We have, or let's do the front and the back first. So I'm going to call this the front. Okay, so what are the dimensions of the front and the back? It's 20 across, and how tall is it? 7. So 20 by 7, and I'm actually going to just go ahead and say times 2, because there's 2 of them. So 20 times 7 times 2 is 280. So the front and the back make up 280 square units. Then I have the left and the right. So I'll shade it in over here. Okay, and you have to go off what the numbers say, not what it looks like, because there's no way that this is 20 inches and that's 24. I get that. Okay, so these are 24 across, and how tall is that section? 7. And I have 2 of them, right? The left and the right. So 24 by 7 times 2 is 336. And then the thing I'm left with is the top of my box and the bottom. So that's this part. Okay, which is 20 across, 24 wide. So 20 by 24, and that would be the top, but then I have the bottom as well, so times 2. So on my calculator, 20 times 24 times 2 is 960. So now we're going to add them all together. 280 plus 336 plus 960, 1,576 inches squared. Okay, so I'm gonna do 280 plus 336 plus 960. I'm just checking it one time. There we go. Okay, so if you want, why don't you pause the video, try this one on your own, and then we'll come back and check your answer. Okay, so we have the front and the back sections, which are 10 across and 9 tall. So 10 times 9, and there's 2 of them, so that's 180. Then we have the left and the right. So those are 8 by 9. And there's 2 of them, so times 2. 8 times 9 times 2 is 144. And then, last but not least, we have this top and the bottom, which are 8 by 10. And there's 2 of them, so that's 160. So I'm going to add together all of my sides. So 180 plus 144 plus 160 gives me a total surface area of 484 millimeters squared.